Did you ever think about building your own aircraft? Thousands of amateur builders around the world have done just that. There's something satisfying and rewarding in building your own aircraft. Today I'd like to discuss with you what to expect during this process and what documentation will be required. Once your project is finished, you'll have to have it certificated through the FAA. Let's talk about what an amateur builder is. An amateur builder is defined in Order 8130.2 as the natural person or persons who fabricates and assembles the major portion of its aircraft for its own recreation or education. Major portion means more than 50% of the fabrication and assembly tasks, commonly known as the 51% rule. Before you start your project, it is very important that you are familiar with the following regulations and guidance. 14 CFR 21.191, paragraph G, Order 8130.2, Advisory Circular 20-27, the FAA AmateurBuilt webpage, and the Experimental Aircraft Association website. The contents listed here is linked in the description below. Now let's talk about the required documentation. Order 8130.2, Appendix B, Table B2, reflects the matrix that will list all needed documents required. First, find your activity. We're doing an AmateurBuilt today, so look under the AmateurBuilt and you will see R's and A's. The R's are required documents that must be submitted to the inspector at the time of the inspection. The A's represent documents that must be available to the inspector during the inspection for his or her review. The matrix spreads across 3 pages, so ensure that you review all 3 pages. Let's talk about the aircraft inspection. The inspector will perform a general airworthiness inspection to ensure general condition of the aircraft and that all related CFR parts have been complied with before issuing its airworthiness certificate. Note, the aircraft must be 100% complete and have its permanent registration card available to the inspector prior to the certification inspection beginning. AC 20-27 will assist you through the build and the certification inspection. As always, if you have any questions regarding this process, contact your local Flight Standards District office for further assistance. Now let's talk about the situation where the original amateur builder sells the aircraft incomplete and a second builder purchases it. If the second builder can obtain the builder's logs to verify the first builder's work towards a 51% rule, the second builder is eligible to apply for the airworthiness certificate after finishing the aircraft. His or her name as the builder on the airworthiness certificate establishes that he or she is the primary builder. Now for the big question. Can the second owner apply for the repairman certificate? That depends. The second builder must perform the majority of the fabrication and assembly for that aircraft to be eligible. Example, the original builder receives the aircraft kit from the manufacturer and the manufacturer has completed 49% of the aircraft themselves. Of the remaining 51% of the build, or the 51% rule, the original builder completes 30%. Now the second builder purchases the aircraft and is not eligible for a repairman certificate because he or she would have only been able to complete 21% of the 51% total. So the original builder would be considered the majority builder and the second builder would not be eligible for the repairman certificate. Note, the repairman certificate only authorizes you to complete the annual condition inspection. The primary builder does not need a certificate to perform maintenance on his or her specific amateur-built aircraft. Warning: be advised that kit manufacturer completion percentages vary. Some may complete less than 49%, but none can complete more than 49% of the build, or the amateur builder would not be able to comply with the required 51% rule. Regardless of the manufacturer's build percentage number, if you buy an incomplete amateur-built or home-built aircraft, you as the second builder must build the higher percentage of the aircraft than that of the first builder to be considered the majority builder and eligible for the repairman certificate. In addition to the requirements we just discussed, the builder's fabrication knowledge is mandatory for the FAA to issue the amateur builder a repairman certificate as the primary builder of the aircraft. This allows the amateur builder to maintain their aircraft as provided in 14 CFR 65.104. This has been another Aviation Maintenance Safety Minute. For the FAST team, I'm David Hayes.